don't often say this, I think that is one of the best pizzas I've ever made. Today I'm going to be cooking up some buffalo chicken pizza in the Koda 2 Pro. Now I love buffalo sauce. I love how smoky and sweet it is, but also the spice that it brings. That loaded on top of a New York style pizza dough is just something else. So let's get started. We've got the chicken in the Koda 2 Pro and it's been cooking in here for about 15 minutes. Look at that, that smells incredible. It looks like fantastic. So all I'm gonna do is just gonna put the chicken to the side for the minute because I'm gonna use the heat of the skillet to make the buffalo sauce. All we've got here, it's got some really, really good original hot sauce. Just gonna pour this in, hopefully we'll get a really good sizzle. There we go. Look at that, this looks great. And we're just gonna add our ingredients here. It's a super simple sauce to make. So I've got some garlic here, white wine vinegar. And like I said, we're just using the heat of the skillet just to make something really incredible. We've got our Worcestershire sauce here, some smoked paprika here, and then finally just some tomato sauce. We're just gonna give it a good stir, just mix everything together. And now as the pan's cooling, we're just gonna add the butter. So I like to add the butter at the end because it stops it from splitting. Just gonna put that in and it just makes this sauce just really, really smooth, really creamy. And we'll just let the heat just melt it through. The color is absolutely incredible, but it just smells fantastic as well. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm just gonna shred this chicken and I'm gonna coat it. So then that'll prevent the chicken from drying out a little bit because it'll be coated in the sauce. So I'm just gonna really roughly slice this. Now this pizza for me is almost like a guilty pleasure. It's kind of like what I would associate more with a takeaway style pizza, but I absolutely love it. The flavor is just phenomenal. That's all chopped up. Get it in the bowl, and then all I'm gonna do is just coat it in the buffalo sauce. The more the merrier, really. So I've been to Buffalo in New York, and I've had buffalo chicken wings, and it was an experience like no other. It was fantastic, and that has inspired me to make it and put it on a pizza. That is just how I want it to look. I'm gonna try a bit of the chicken. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so I've got some New York style pizza dough here. I made it yesterday. I made it in the Halo Pro spiral mixer, and it's super simple to make. You take your water, your yeast, and you just give that a mix just to dissolve the yeast. Then you add all your dry ingredients. Mix it for about 3 to 4 minutes and then leave it for about 15 minutes just to allow a brief autolyse to happen to help develop some gluten structure. And then mix the dough on a medium to high speed and mix it for about 5 minutes and then add some olive oil and continue to knead for another 5 minutes until the dough goes really, really smooth. All I did then was just ball it up, put it in the fridge overnight. So this morning I got it out, I've balled this dough up, I haven't seen what it looks like, so I'm just gonna take a quick look now. Yes, they look fantastic, really happy with that. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch this dough out to about 14 inches. I actually think New York style dough is quite nice to shape because it's a lower hydration traditionally than Neapolitan. So I find it a little bit easier to stretch out. It's kind of like really feel good food. So if I've got like loads of friends come around for a sporting event or something like that, 100% New York style pizza is on the menu. So the Koda 2 Pro, that's heating to just over 350 degrees Celsius. That's the temp I want to cook New York style pizza at. And what I'll do is I'll get this pizza in the oven and then I'll turn the flame down again. I love this oven because it's so customizable. You can change the flame, but it just gives me more control over how I want to cook my perfect pizza. And what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to finish it with some dried herbs. And the reason is, when I was in New York, I ate so many $1 pizza slices. And it's just a simple tomato, mozzarella pizza finished with dried herbs. And it's just great. Just tastes incredible. And it's kind of that nostalgia. I want to feel like I'm back in New York eating pizza. So here we go. This dough is perfectly stretched out. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a really thin layer of tomato sauce on top. I've got some grated mozzarella here. And the reason I use grated for New York style is it just distributes the cheese really, really well, but it's also, I think, really creamy. Cooks up really nicely as well. And then I've got some sliced red onion here. And now for the star of the show, the buffalo chicken. So I'm literally not even gonna hide how much I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna absolutely load this pizza. You can with New York style, just because of the nature of the dough, it lends itself to having more toppings on it. Got my peel, and we're going in. Make sure it's all perfectly circular. There we go. So the oven is reading at 370. That's perfect. I'm just going to turn the flame down a little bit, and then all that'll mean is it'll cook the base evenly. It's not going to overcook the top. And ideally, I want to cook that for 5 minutes in there. I'm going to turn it after about 2 minutes. We're going to take a look at it, but already I think this is on course for pizza perfection. Let's take a look at it. Yes, look at that. That looks incredible. And the thing I love about this pizza is it's just so bold with flavors. The spice you get from it is fantastic. I think you should be with pizza, especially New York style, because you can add loads of toppings to it. Just go for it, be bold with flavor. I'm gonna top this with some ranch. So it's just some homemade ranch dressing. I'm gonna finish it with some spring onion. Yes. And finally, the mixed herbs to remember New York. Just the flavors that I had there on the pizza. Look at that. It looks incredible. Let's dig in. Okay, there we go. And look at this. The dough is cooked to perfection, and I think if you're making pizza, the next pizza, if you think about what to make, promise me you're gonna make this, because it smells incredible. That buffalo chicken is honestly something else. On a pizza, tastes incredible. I don't often say this. I think that is one of the best pizzas I've ever made. Try it at home. Oh, so good. You need to slice this. It's amazing.